Oh, sorry about being a little bit delayed, but I am here. Game is here. Game better be here. There you go. How is everyone? Okay, I am disconnecting my controller, by the way, to work off Bluetooth because I've been having issues with the cable. I did some grinding last night. By the way, did I appropriately set this to 9 souls? It was showing me as Morrowind still. Yeah, I did some grinding last night. Just a lot of walking over here, killing this guy. Because I did get some light confirmation that Chi Yu only progresses once you buy enough. Also, I got some skill points in the process. It wasn't my intention, but it is what happened. I am now at maximum level. Stuffed crust, absolutely, if it's an option. I'll even pay the $4 Australian extra for it. I was told you have to buy out of stock. You switch the true and false. It's random. I am sorry. I would love to... I guess I technically could set it so true and false were consistent. But otherwise... No, wait. Actually, I'm not entirely... I think I can do it. It'll take a lot of extra steps, I'll be honest. Ah, shoot. That was not the last computing unit. That's okay. Okay. In that case, I will not bother. It actually took me like an entire afternoon just to figure out how to randomize... I say afternoon, it was more like a day. Just to figure out how to randomize the answers, because otherwise, I would have had to have chosen a specific letter to represent the correct answer, and then it would have always been B. At least it's starting to get to time to cool down, right? Which I say with a little bit of dread, because on my side of the planet, that means it's time to start heating up. I can't recycle them. I do not have enough. So I will explore. There's still some places left for me to explore to get up to 5,000 Jin. It is just 5,000, by the way. Update about Titus. Is he doing okay? Titus the kitten? Yeah, just 5,000. Nothing crazy. Storm happened here. Must be why it's humid. Yeah, it's really terrible. When the storm happens, you're like, oh, relief from the heat. And then it's like, no, no, no. It's going to be just as hot, but now it's wet hot. Oh, I completely forgot. Well, I was grinding over there. For the Jin. I accidentally found something. It's an article for Shuan Shuan. He's about 7 months old. Other than having ear mites, he's otherwise healthy. Oh, okay. Okay, that's awesome. I mean, not about the ear mites. But it's good to hear that otherwise he's looking pretty good. I never gave him the Fu Song amulet either. What are you holding in your hand, Dee? The Fu Song amulet. It might have been left behind by miners who were illegally chipping away at the grottos. You can have it if you want. It's usually worn around your neck. Oh, it's heavy. And made of wood? People in the past used it for protection. It's just a silly superstition with no scientific basis. What's a superstition? It's blindly believing in something without any basis or proof. Take this amulet, for example. People thought that by carving the mark of Fu Song into it, it would be endowed with divine powers, allowing its wearer to... This amulet has magic powers? I'm gonna wear it every day. He just walked by. Oh, such a cutie. I just told you, it's just a superstition. And it's just an ordinary piece of wood. If the mark had any effect, the scientists studying the primordial roots would have already discovered it. Let's put it this way. If you're promised something good, but in exchange you must loyally follow orders and not doubt anything, chances are that's a superstition. So then, our village ceremony was also a superstition? Now you get it. But without the ceremony, I wouldn't have been saved. I wouldn't have been able to live here with you, Yi. I guess something good did come out of it. Another one of your silly fallacies. Oh, Shuan Shuan with you and your silly fallacies. But if that's what you really think, why would you bring it all the way here for me? I picked it up. Might as well use it. Or do you want to give it back? No, I was just joking. I'm keeping it. The Tiandao Academy periodical. I brought you a storybook. Yay, this doesn't look like a storybook at all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is what I used to read all the time. This volume left a particularly strong impression on me. The author describes tellurgical applications in such interesting ways. Whoa. All those words and hardly any pictures. Did you really read this whole thing? Didn't you do more interesting things when you were a kid? Did you ever play with your neighbors? What are you implying? I had lots of friends. I just liked reading more. What is it about? The diagrams look like a bunch of weird lines and circles. Tellurgy is the basis for all modern Solarian technology. We use it to issue instructions to machines and build all sorts of complicated systems. It's like a language we use to talk to machines. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. You don't look that interested. It's not that. It's not that I don't like it. It's okay. You don't have to force yourself. Tellurgical theory and application doesn't sound like something a child would like anyway. I'll give it a try. Good. You should skip the introduction and go straight to chapter 5 to learn the symbols. Once you have that down, go back and start from chapter 1. So many words. Can I draw pictures for it? What a beautiful treasure. I will say these skill points feel like ill-gotten points. I guess they don't actually help me now that I look at it. Because I can only use one of these. Oh yeah, and I've got a compute module now. Swift of Sin. Woo. We've still got some things to find in the Empyrean district. And hopefully that's going to get us up to 5,000 and we can see what GU's all about. You just posted an updated photo of Titus in Discord. He's already that much bigger? It feels like you just got him the other day. They grow up so fast. This is not the way. Literally the exact same dead end. How is Soul spelled in this game? S-O-L, like the sun. Kinda. Did I misspell it? Okay, I just had to check. No, it's okay. I panicked. That might have been the reason why you brought it up. I didn't want to be looking silly on the internet. Yeah, they seem to like the sun a lot. Oh, yeah. Well, they call the leaders souls as well. I think that was also their title for the gods before. And all the leaders of the council took on the title of soul for themselves. Did you miss the merchant part? I bought all of the available items. But he still has a compute unit. You missed a lot of the lore because you joined partway through this, but... I thought you joined Ender Lilies, right? Even so, I don't expect you to see, like, every episode. I'd kind of forgotten whether or not you'd already played this. Like, on your own time. Oh, that's right, that's right. It's available on everything except Xbox. Okay. So what was the point of the elevator? I did the elevator thing because I thought it would have a point. I guess to be a shortcut. Because of the controller, right? Luckily, the Pro controller seems to be okay in my own meaty hands. Yeah, it was, if I remember correctly, in their older faith, they would call gods souls. But these guys took the title for themselves when they broke off and moved to space. Only the ones in charge, though. Also, terrible, terrible travesty. Do I happen to take requests? I'm happy to hear requests, at least, with no promises attached. I suppose I tend to think of them more as recommendations than requests. That makes me a little more comfortable. I suppose you mean for, like, content, right? $3,000th duel. I have not heard of that, which is exciting. It's beautiful and challenging, too. Absolutely. I do try to keep at least one Metroidvania going. I mean, I'd have two if I thought I could get away with it. I'll definitely try to remember to look that one up. There we go. Yeah, I've loved this type of game for a while now. But I definitely always try to have at least one. Oh, hello. How is your skadoodling, Isa? We haven't done anything of import yet. Merely exploring. Please don't kill. Your ski is completely doodled. I can't figure out how to take that. That could either be good or bad. As if you're all scoodled out. It was good. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so main goal now, by the way, is just looking for 5,000 Jin and hoping that that's all that GU is going to ask for. And honestly, if we can't find it, I think I'm just going to go for it anyway. And just complete the game without seeing GU's quest come to fruition. Chump change. There's a mini-boss somewhere in here that hasn't been fought yet. Well, I probably have fought it, but I haven't beaten it yet. Changing up your routine, so you're trying out something new? That's good. I should definitely change up my routine more often like that. Well, maybe not now. I suppose this was kind of a change up in my routine. But I've been enjoying somewhat settling into the new one. There's a mini-boss somewhere. It's not this guy, is it? Couldn't be. Posted under stream suggestions. Oh, thank you so much. But you think you did it wrong? But it is on Discord, that's the main thing. Also, it's fine. Don't stress too much, as long as you're, like, trying. It's best to make a change when there's a plateau. Oh, I like to think I'm generally on an upward trajectory on the whole self-status situation. Oh, it's just your exercise routine? Well, that can still be a big change. You can also do a riddle. That's fine. You can be pretty direct, because right now I'm mostly just looking for money. You happen to know where the mini-boss I'm trying to find is? In this room? Send you snow? How am I supposed to send you snow? Like, go to Mount Lofty? I would if I could, but I'm in Australia, mate. With the bell left bottom? A closer look at the bell, huh? I'll be honest, I just assumed I'd already interacted its icon off. Oh, there he is. Hello. Steal snow and bring it to Arizona as a supervillain. Hit me. I get... Oh, I got every optional mini-boss. Increases the gold gain from... Well, that's something I could have been using up until this point, huh? Does my face ever hurt from smiling too much? I admit. Not so much my face. However, sometimes my face muscles hurt from wiggling my ears too much. And that's the real truth. Out west, especially in the higher elevations, I bet there's snow. We can find it here and there. Or do you mean in Arizona? I'll go and steal some snow from Mount Lofty if I can get a little bit of the lightning. Excuse, sorry. Playing this after Elden Ring sometimes messes up my buttons. Because you can't. Did that actually work, by the way? I was not looking. I worry because there's extra text, it might not have worked. Oh, thank goodness, actually. I should have actually tested that. I never considered it. But I don't want to do this. I at least try to be pretty good about testing things, but sometimes there's little gaps where I forget. I don't want to do this, but I'm literally ready to go. I just need, like, that last little bit of money. And there are things that I can still explore. However, I happen to know that right to the left of this, there's a respawning enemy, and I just have to kill, like, 10 of them. Less than 10. When Isa head pats you, the mouse head pats a cat, and it's absolutely amazing. It is a rat head in that case. Got the same spirit. Whoops. We get 2 more Jin. Oh wait, no, because I was comparing it to a Jin with a talisman kill, and I get bonus for that. $57. We only have to do that about 10 times. What do you mean, detail? It's an entire separate species, I'll have you know. Not even that closely related. Amazing how far Metroidvania stair technology has come. I feel like we had it down by the time Symphony of the Night came around. Wait a minute. Did I do an improper math again? If these give 50 Jin per kill, 10 of them would be 500, not 5,000. I would have to kill 500 of these. Never mind. Abort, abort. Granted, I did do it up to 11,000 last night, but I wasn't trying to be entertaining at the same time. I was just watching a YouTube video. I definitely feel like there's more and more tentacles. Or roots. Roots. I'm really hoping, by the way, that that is the last compute module that he has for sale, too. Let's see. Power reservoir. Lots of stuff to find over here. Not allowed. Reggie beat me to it. There was a time I was thinking about, you know, some kind of demonic influence. Which I think is fine, because Reggie's Eldritch. Yeah, he is. I keep trying to think of a pickup line that ends with, "'Cause you look an eldritch." I cannot conceive of your form with my mortal eyes is definitely a good one on its own. Feeling eldritch? Because I'd like to explore your forbidden depths. Because I'm looking for what? Oh. Oh, because you're looking what? Eldritch. Is that your tentacles locking around your heart? Because you're looking eldritch. Dust Guardian case file number 1, log entry. The deceased has been confirmed to be a Dust Guardian. It is speculated that an explosion occurred while he was on patrol. He was pierced by a piece of scaffolding when the structure collapsed and died immediately. Hello? Is this how we do log entries? I can't believe I encountered something like this on my first shift. He had a lot of external injuries. It looked horrible. I hope his spirit will be able to rest in peace. I've been feeling drowsy after our last medical injection. Medicinal injection. But the symptoms are slowly going away. I thought I never would have been able to afford new Kunlun, so imagine my surprise when I became a Dusk Guardian. It's incredible to think about. We can now pick up the last skill. That's big. Stop it. I was trying to get the talisman kill, by the way, because it's more Jin. Play on the word Eldritch. Elder Rich. Good way to pick up a new patron. Is your number forbidden knowledge? Because I'd sell my soul for it. Not bad. I'll take a not bad. We got a standard component for our troubles. But we're slightly more completionist. Ow. I don't need that anyway. Master all skills. Only pickup line you ever used was on your wife, and it was simply, "You're far too beautiful not to have a boyfriend." I can't remember if anyone's ever used a pickup line on me. I certainly haven't used one on anyone else. Although, one time a guy was flirting with me at Taco Bell. And as I was starting to show interest back, he's like, "By the way, I'm the kind of guy who will, like, ruin your life." And I was like, "Oh, okay then, no thank you." Never mind then. I showed, you know, maybe a little. You got married that same year? Oh my gosh. It is a very sweet line, I will say. Especially if you've already had a conversation. Don't attack me, please. I'm busy. 3 months, got engaged, got engaged on Father's Day weekend. All in 6. I mean, you can't argue with the results, right? I mean, I can't judge because I married someone I got engaged with over the internet. And that's also kind of a typical no situation. To most people, at least. Why? I had a partner once where for a good 2 months, you greeted each other with a new line every time. That's incredible. Yeah, I meant you. I thought you were making fun of me because of the face you picked. Like, LOL, you did. What a loser. Oh, we've still got 2 items to find. What am I doing? Oh, you were. Should have known. You're always heckling me. Yeah, sounds pretty nice, honestly. Ahaha. Should have been looking. My fault. Get wrecked. This is how my partner greets me. Oh, now it... Wait, do I see it? No, I don't. Quick check for bug gaps. Seems like perhaps I must come in from the other side. Or it's not meant to be, one or the other. Yep, there it is. One that sticks out the most was extremely corny. Walked in on her dropping a bunch of fruit. He just picked up a lime and said, "Good enough." Picked up a lime and said, "Good enough." That's a deep one. You don't pretend to know much about Australia, but you're very curious. In my region, is there a thing you could say is a special food? Special food. Something that, like, this area is known for. Oh, bloomin' onions. Yes. Obviously. It's just blooming onions and wings. As far as the eye can see. Wheezing for 5 minutes straight. That sounds extremely good. I was joking, by the way. I was doing an Outback Steakhouse. No, you don't really have bloomin' onions. At least not that I've seen. But schnitzel's popular. I'm not gonna say we have any claim to it around here. Pavlova. There we go. That one is being shared with New Zealand, but that's okay. So is your whole country, basically. Culturally speaking. Nothing like a bloomin' onion and a Foster's, am I right, mate? Oh, Tim Tams are delicious. And I can't even think of anything to compare them to. But yet, no, I was just trying to set off Suri with the bloomin' onion bit. Either Suri or his mom. Compare them to heaven? Okay, yeah. Imagine if you took heaven, covered it in chocolate, and then you sipped coffee through it. That's like a Tim Tam. That sounds incredible. I've definitely had Tim Tams before. Suri sent them to me. I hate that it screamed the whole time I was killing it, by the way. Increases Jinn collection radius, allowing for the collection of Jinn from even further away. Waste not, want not, certainly. But, Pavlova is something I didn't have until I came over here. That's kind of like a large meringue pie base filled with whatever, I don't need to do this. Filled with, like, whipped cream and fruit. That's fantastic. It's just a meringue the size of a pie. I've made many a pavlova since coming here. Yeah, this is like a hard meringue on the outside, and then it's got the softer meringue on the inside. It's beautiful. I do love a lemon meringue pie too. I'm a little jelly. Yeah, I think that's mostly Australia-wide. You know, Farmers Union iced coffee, pavlova. I don't know if South Australia in particular has anything. Hey, you throw another shrimp on the Barbie, am I right, mate? Not this time. Not this time, sir. No, I appreciate it because it gives me an excuse to do an Australian accent. And I can pretend like it's not my fault. I deleted it. I can keep saying it, though. You can't ban me. Please don't test whether or not you can ban me. I've made the threat to Nyx, but I don't know if I can make good on it. Ow. I forgot you can physically hit me even if you can't ban me. The real threat is what the, like, actual Australians that are near me can do to me. So you can change the Wi-Fi password. I'm linked in directly to the router. I think we have enough, by the way. With our components, I think we're good. This is just gravy, whatever's in here. Steely Jade. Enemies will not be able to attempt a talisman detonate. Oh, enemies will not be able to interrupt a talisman detonation. However, damage will still be taken. Equipping this jade will make you fearless in battle. That sounds like 2 effects. You can ban my MAC address. I'm on PC, actually. Julie? Actually, I'm on a PC. I've never addressed a Mac or a Mac user. I don't even eat Big Macs. Absolutely flabbergasted. Just go all crowd strike in here. One second. There we go. Do not return to menu, please. That really blew up Surrey's systems at work, by the way. Cloud Strike? Isn't that the guy from Final Fantasy? No, yeah, you're right, Isa. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, Varix, thank you for the head pats. Also, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? There, that's the last thing. Once I have concluded the affair with my brother, would you care to join me in a contest? Oh, I mean one for elegant pursuits such as music, kyan-kun, calligraphy, and painting. Certainly. Now, in theory, if I leave and come back, he's gonna have something to say. Thank you, thank you. It's gone. I was gonna try to eat myself too. I forgot I changed it so that emotes would last less time on screen. One of the things was if they go up too high, they just despawn. Uh-huh. Anyway, speaking of Doritos, Canada has an amazing flavor I absolutely want to try. What kind? Is it the Mountain Dew flavor? Most of my collection has been exclusively purchased by you. I now have all the requisite gin, all thanks to you, Sir Yi. However, I knew this was coming. What's your request this time? Oh, how shameful of me to have Sir Yi see right through me. Please allow me to explain how this matter came to be. Do you recall the soul-severing blade you brought me? I believed the weapon could accomplish great things. However, it was rendered useless the moment I tried to use it. That dagger was still intact even after Shanghui exploded. What were you trying to do with it? Why, to save my brother, of course. All in all, I am now in urgent need of a tool sharper than that dagger. After some investigation, I think that a weapon held by a celestial enforcer located in the warehouse might do the job. Another elite guard from the Celestial Legion. They're really not easy to deal with. Speaking of late night sizzling cheeseburger. I think I'd rather have the cheeseburger, but it does have potential. I know too well how difficult the task is, which is why I have no choice but to come to you. Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me where I should go and what I'm looking for again. It's in the inner warehouse. Look for the Celestial Enforcer's weapon, also called the Firestorm Ring. Bergs do hit different late at night. It's true. Sorry, do we want... No, we can't. We mustn't. But it is Wednesday. Bergs. Oh, as expected of Sir Yi to return completely unscathed. Unscathed, sure, let's call it that. Woo! This texture, a sharp, feather-light blade emitting surges of energy like thunder, magnificent. This weapon will definitely put a hole in my brother's chest. Huh? What? I'm sorry, what are you going to use it for? Oh, excuse me. Oh, why, how else does one use a weapon? I have been collecting genuine weapons to arm myself in battle against Xingtian. You want to kill your brother? Why? The word kill could be more precise. We synthetic beings have no heartbeat. I just wish for my brother to cease all functions. Oh, this was set up in advance. He does not hate him, but he was telling before that he has pity on artificial beings who have not awakened as he had. Favorite part of working night shift in Missouri was getting a burger at 5 a.m. That does sound... It does sound rather nice. I do miss an old-timey 24-hour diner in town. It had a jukebox and everything. I took Surrey to it so he could have a malt. And he said, this is just a thick shake. And I was like, what's a thick shake? Turns out thick shakes are malts. Effectively. Like a dream date. I guess it was. Hate him? Not in the slightest. The heavens and earth bear no witness to my fraternal love. As you must know, synthetic beings like my brother and I are ruled by our locomotion and not by our mortality. In the same way, the fate of my brother can't be defined by signs of life or death. Is that because you don't want him to be under the control of others? Like you said, he who is unable to live for himself is a dead man walking, right? That is what he said. Ooh. Yeah, I've never even been to Cincinnati. Maybe if I ever do go back to visit, I'll also check out that one diner that you went to one time. Now, I'll be honest, I'll probably just go back to the one that I used to visit. To think that you and I could have developed such rapport in our short time together. It's a pity that, for centuries, both of us gazed in the same direction, yet he never understood that poem. My brother and I, we differ from one another. But that doesn't matter. Anything beautiful would rather perish with dignity than endure in silence. You know better than me how tough Xingtian will be to deal with. And besides, I thought you hated violence. The road ahead may be treacherous, but for my brother I shall press on without hesitation. Such an important matter cannot be left for others to resolve. All my preparations are complete. I shall take my leave soon. I cannot express the immense gratitude I have for your assisting and housing me, Sir Yi. I can't stop you, but it's best to be careful. Hey. So now I think there's nothing stopping us. It's just, onward then. Oh, resting seems to progress, just like leaving and coming back. That would have saved a little bit of time. Nope, nope, he's still here. But it is nighttime now. Oh, it's been 12. That's completely understandable. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna do one paranoia check and actually leave and come back. Also, where is Xuan Xuan? Oh, okay, thank goodness. Well, we'll see what this guy's all about. Hello? Let me guess. The code you wrote broke the weather system? How did you know? That's incredible. It's a ritual all teleological engineers must go through. To say nothing of the huge hello world flashing on the displays. You were right, Yi. Teleology is fun. Anyone can learn to code. Anyone can learn teleology. I can give machines all sorts of wild rules and it'll create a new world. It makes me feel so free. Careful. Your free-spirited code may drive your coworkers insane. Really? Abacus told me he could fix any mistakes I made. My apologies, Xuan Xuan, but your most recent changes seem to have affected the underlying logic circuits. I'm afraid the situation may be irreversible. Why? I followed everything the scroll said. Next time, we should probably double-check before executing a script like that, Abacus. Yes, my lord, please, forgive my neglect. What was it supposed to do? Xuan Xuan wrote a plugin to enable manual control over the day-night cycle. The plugin works, but it simultaneously caused parts of the display to malfunction. I'm sorry, I just wanted to give you a surprise, Yi. That's okay. What's important is to always learn from our mistakes. You're always going to mess up a bit in the pursuit of science anyways, got that? Yeah! I just recently learned how to actually cook good fries at home in a deep fryer. I found the step I was missing this whole time was just to boil them first. Boil them, and then if I need them there quick, I give them a quick pass in the air fryer, and then I put them in the fryer, and then they come out acceptable. And boiling them also gives you the opportunity to boil them with salt, which infuses a little extra salt. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You know, potatoes. Absolutely. Oh, more Schwan Schwan. Jin Yu is still here, though. Okay, one more. What are you doing with the 3D printer? Schwan Schwan wanted to learn how it works, so I taught him how to use the multi-tool to take it apart. While I was at it, I also uploaded a new blueprint. None of this sounds like good news. Wait, what new blueprint? I already mastered the use of telalurgy. Drawing up a blueprint wasn't that hard. Oh no. This 8-man kid can really pick up Solarian technology when he puts his mind to it. Are you sure he's learning and not just playing? It's both. I learn fastest when I'm having fun. Exactly. So how long will it take to print? Guess. Oh. I can't imagine it being anything useful. That's a matter of opinion. I think it's quite worth collecting. There's only one blueprint, so print it while it lasts. At break time, it's supposed to be, but Schwan Schwan keeps interrupting. Nope. A Schwan Schwan coin! A large amount of Jin was used to create this coin. Schwan Schwan's unique mark is printed on it, but other than that, it has no special features. Thank you. Wait, it's a recyclable? You print it with 100 and it gives you 2,000. It goes in the pile of things I'm never recycling. Did someone say coinage? It's some real coinage. Once I have concluded the affair with my brother, would you care to join me in a contest? Okay, no more Stalin. It's time to Putin an end to Icon. Right after break. That's fair. I was really hoping it would just slide under the radar and people would thought I just slurred a little bit.